Okay, I am going to teach about area and I'm going to review a few of the levels. Fortunately for you, let's see, what level are you on? Levels 5 and 6 are very similar to 3 and 4, but let's just review them. So, if you recall, area is finding, wow, too far, finding the inside of our shape, the measurement of the inside of our shape here. And we do that by multiplying. So we only need two numbers in area, 4 and 6. And we multiply 4 times 6. And we get 24. It's like saying that there are 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, of 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in the last levels like 1 and 2, you counted the grid, and the grid looked exactly like an array, which we know we multiply. So just a kind of reminder. So you just multiply 4 times 6 and we get 24. Here we have 5 and 7. Trying to find the inside of this shape now. We're going to multiply 5 times 7, which is 35. 5 times 7 is 35. So our area is equal to 35. And so let's say these things are put together. We know that our area of this one is 24 and the area of this one is 35. So if we put them together and we look at this whole thing as a whole shape on its own, we're going to just add those together. We have to add this chunk and this chunk. So 35 plus 24. Add them up. 5 plus 4 is 9. 3 plus 2 is 5. Our area of this whole green shape is 59. So that is exactly what these levels are like. You see something like this. You want to split it up into two rectangles. And I'm going to split this guy up right here. I could have split it up right here. That's two separate rectangles. Those are about the only two ways you could split it up, though. But I'm going to go with this one. And I have this green rectangle here. And let's make this yellow rectangle here. So I have two rectangles, and I have lots of numbers. I have to figure out which numbers I'm going to use. So I see that my yellow one is touching a 9, a 6, a 5, and a 10. Well, looking at 10, I see that I'm touching green and yellow, so I can't use 10 for this side. 5 here is only this little chunk here, and that's not enough, so I can't use the number 5. But 6 touches this whole side, and 9 touches this whole side over here. So I have 6 times 9. 6 times 9 is equal to 54. So my area of my yellow is 54. So let's look at our green. So once again, I'm going to try and find which two numbers I'm going to use. I see a 4, and a 10. We already know that 10 is this whole side over here comprising of the green and the yellow, so that's not going to work. So we are going to be using our 4 and our 4 on this side, and that will be equal to 16. 4 times 4, because 4 times 4 is 16. But we are not done. We still have to figure out the area of this whole thing. So in order to do that, we're going to have to add 54 and 16. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. 1 plus 5 plus 1 is equal to 70. Our area is 70. And that's our answer. So we couldn't have just put 16 and we couldn't have just put 54. We had to add those two together. Let's look at it one more time. I'm going to split this rectangle up like this. Right here. Right down the middle. I see a rectangle here and I see a rectangle here. Two rectangles. So let's look at my green rectangle. So I see three numbers, 4, 7, and 8. I look at 8, and that's touching this whole side here. The fact that it has two colors, you already know it's not going to work. So 8's not going to work for anyone. So 7 and 4. 7 times 4 is 28, so that's the area of my green rectangle. And then my blue rectangle, my light blue rectangle over here, I see 5, 4, and 12. 5 is only this chunk. We need this whole side over here. And I see the whole side over here has a number, and it's 12. 12 times 4 is 48. So I have my two areas. And now I need to add them together. You can't just put 48. You can't just put 28. You can't just put 4828 or 2848. You have to add them together. 48 plus 28. Sorry, my pen's not working. 48 plus 28, 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7. 76 is my area. And that's it. You've got your area of your two rectangles added together, get you your whole irregular shape here, and you have the area there. Thanks for tuning in.